Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I am waiting for YouTube to update. It was just fine until I went live. And then it decided it needed to do a quick update. So let's get through that and then I can go on and look and see everyone's comments. If you are here, make sure you say hello. Make sure you give a thumbs up. And make sure that you share, because that is the easiest way to share my business. So we are going to do a lot tonight. So I'm going to try to rush through everything that I can. I have 3 cards planned, but depending on the time, we may only get to 2. And then I'll do a video for the 3rd one and get that posted this week. Let's see if I can get back onto YouTube now. Let's see, there we go. And make sure my volume is down. All right, now it seems to be moving. View channel, and there we go. All right, hello Nancy, hello. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is for the month of April, I had a challenge for customers where if you purchased $50 in an order or more, for every $50 you purchased, you could get your name put into a hat for a $50 gift card. So we are going to draw that tonight. I wanted to do it live so that you could all see who wins. So let's get in here and get a name picked. I'm going to mix them all up. And then I know some don't necessarily watch on YouTube. They may come back later or they don't have YouTube. So I will be emailing the winner for sure. Oh, I keep going in and out. Well, let me see if I can go off of, it might not let me. Let's try that. I took off the internet. So maybe that will be better. We'll see. Tell me in a minute, Nancy, if it gets better. Okay, so the name, I've pulled it. And our winner is Christine Maston. Yay! So, Christine, I will email you because I don't think you do YouTube, and I don't think you do much on Facebook. So I will make sure to let you know so that you can pick out $50 of new products too. So yay on that. Well, you can pick old too. I won't keep you on that. Oh, it may be your connection. Oh, gotcha. Hello, Verna. Hello, Deb. Hello. Okay, so our drawing is done. We are completed with that. I need to put that name somewhere so I don't forget. Email myself or make a note for myself. Okay. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put you down onto the table because there is a lot. It's a lot today. So let's go ahead and do that. If it will let me do it, let's see. All right, there we go. Let me see if I can zoom out. Hope that takes me in. Nope, that's as far out as it'll go. So we'll leave it just like that then. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you is that right now there is a starter kit special. With the new catalog, they decided to do a starter kit special. And I hope hold on, I think I messed up something. Nope, okay, I'm good. I get really nervous sometimes with all these social media things. Okay, so starter kit special, say that 3 times fast, runs from today until the 31st of May. This is for new demonstrators. Not if you're already a demonstrator right now. It's for anybody who is not currently one. For the United States, which is where I am, you can get $165 worth of products for only $99. Now, one great thing with the starter kit is not only do you get $165 worth of products that you get to pick out, it is your choice of what you pick out. It's not a preset thing. You also get, here in the United States, you also get like a old paper pumpkin in there, and then you'll get some like business supplies. So it's really good. Lots of stuff in there, and definitely well worth it. We would love to add you to our Stampin' Divas team. We do, on Stampin' Divas, we do several challenges during the month. We do make and takes every month. These are a sneak peek of our make and takes for May. I haven't even showed the team yet. And it uses a new bundle that is an online exclusive. So there, we do that every month. We have team meetings. We, for an event that Stampin' Up! Has coming up soon, we're going to do a little combined event actually with another team that is local to me. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun. We have a good time on our meetings, and we have a Facebook page, and we share and all that fun stuff. So if you're interested, we would love for you to join. Again, this is until the end of May. Okay, next. Bingo. Bingo has been moved. When I planned, I didn't really consider Mother's Day, and Mother's Day is this Sunday, and I don't know why it did not pop up on my calendar for me, and I don't know why. So anyway, we have moved bingo to June the 7th, and that allows people not to have to worry about Mother's Day and all that good stuff, because I know a lot of people meet on Saturdays for that. So hello, Melissa. So bingo has moved to the 7th. Registration has been extended until May the 28th. Bingo is $50. We play 6 rounds of bingo. You do 4 make and takes. You get little gifts to use with your make and takes, and then whatever's left you get to take home. And then you also have the possibility of winning prizes. So yay! And those prizes will be from the new annual catalog, as well as the new online exclusives that went live this morning. And we're going to talk more about the catalog in just a few minutes. Okay, so that's bingo. We still have In Color Club and Paper Share. Those are still open if you'd like to get in. Technically, the last day to register was, let's see, the 2nd. May 10th for In Color Club is actually the last day to register. That's this coming Saturday. And then the Paper Share, it is still open if you'd like to get into it. If you'd like more information, there should be in the description of this video links to register for those things. Okay, before we do that, I did want to share, this is Club for the month of May. Let me see if I can get these all laid out. There's 6 cards. Cost is $45. With the $45 this month, I'm actually doing a little bit more because it's the start of a new catalog and we all need a little extra, right? So Club this month comes with make and takes for the 6 cards, a bolt of linen thread, because you can't do sailboats without linen thread. You're going to get a half a pack of the brand new 2025 to 2027 In Color Flat Pearls, which is what we used here. You will get a full pack of the 2025 to 2027 In Color Cardstock Combo Pack, okay? You'll get a full pack of this, which is kind of cool. So you'll have a sampling of all the new In Colors. Then you're going to get a 4th pack of the Florals in Bloom, and then a 4th of a pack of the Floral Impressions, because even though one side is all florals, the opposite side is some amazing patterns, and I am in love with both of these, and I couldn't pick just one. So you're going to get a 4th a pack, which means you'll get a half a pack total of paper, but it'll be a 4th a pack of each one, okay? And again, $45. there should be a link in the description of this video. I think I added it. If I didn't, I will make sure afterwards. Okay, so that is that. I'm gonna put all this back in so I don't lose everything and then get confused, which is my MO a lot of times. Okay, so in saying new products, ta-da. Y'all, I have been waiting for a month and a half for this catalog to go live. And I will be 100% honest with you, I have not even placed my first order. As far as, I've done a pre-order of just a couple things, but I haven't done my order on this because I can't decide. I am struggling so much on what to get and start out with because I'm really trying. My new goal with the last two catalogs, and I've done pretty well with it, is to only purchase 3 sets at a time. And then once I ink those and actually do classes with them, then I get 3 more. So I am really struggling on what to pick because I love a lot. Especially again with the online exclusives. I'm gonna be honest with you, the online exclusives have really been blowing me away. It has some of the most gorgeous paper. The Floral Impressions paper for the club this month is actually one of the online exclusives. The stamp sets have just been out of this world. So the Scenic Adventure that I'm using for team make and takes comes from the online exclusives. And then the popcorn one, oh, that one is on my list. That one is a definite. But then also the Sunrise Sailing that we're going to use tonight is in there too. So lots of good stuff. But I have actually been purchasing more of the online exclusives than anything else. And then the blooming phrases I got as well. So anyway, online exclusives, everything is amazing. I honestly just cannot even say no. And you can see all of my tags here of all the stuff that I want to get. So what I thought I'd do is just show you my favorites real quick. I sat down and really sorted and looked and picked. Now I did these pages here because these are the scrapbook workshops and I love scrapbooking, and so these are a must-have. So that I put those on there because, well, we all need some scrapbooking in our life, right? The next 2 pages I marked because I wanted to show this to you guys. I love looking at, yes, the textured note dies are a must. And yeah, Deb. Those were on my list and then I forgot to add them to my order. And then I finally did. I did get them in last week. So yay. There are 2 pages in this annual catalog. Last year had just 1 page that had, and it was page 22, that had some templates. I love templates. I am a huge template person. I search templates all the time on Pinterest because that really helps my juices flow when I'm using a product. And they never end up really like the actual templates do, but it's a good start. So they have cards and tags. They have a template page for that. And there's what, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So there's 14 here, which is a good amount. And then on the next page, on page, nope, I'm sorry, 2 pages over, on page 28, they're doing something new. And they have added in 8 scrapbook templates. So this is another great like sample page that you can kind of look at. If you've ever heard Stampin' Up! Demonstrators say, most of us will say these are idea books. And they really are, because if you look on every page, you've got ideas on how to make cards. For example, one of the cards that I'm going to be making in class this week came straight from this catalog, and it's going to be a version of this. Now it's going to be slightly different, but I loved this layout and I loved the simplicity of it. So for those of you coming to class on Saturday, you're gonna make a card very similar to this, but with some flower paper. So check out your catalogs and really look at those for ideas. Okay, so I don't have these in any kind of order right now, but I just kind of wanted to show you what my first ones, my first kind of go-tos were. The Sunshine Vibes. And I'll tell you that this really reminds me of like boho feelings. And so I really liked that. I loved the paper, and that's what drew me to it first. And then of course we've got some great embellishments. So this is like a suite that you can buy the whole suite at one time. You can buy the whole suite. And it's a great price point. It's only $63.50. So it comes with the paper, the embellishments, the dies, and the stamp set when you do that. So, so this is a great set. I love, for those of you who actually came to my retreat, I believe it was last year, we did kind of this, it was rainbows. It had like all the bags and some of the little goodies and stuff all had rainbows on them, and it was kind of this boho look. So I was very drawn to this. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then of course here we have some additional scrapbooking stuff. This is the stamp sets that they add to an addition of what is already out there. So this is paper, but this paper comes with an additional thing, and it comes with the actual stickers. But these stamp sets, and I just wanted to point this out. Oh, good, Verna. Yeah, I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I was like, oh, I have to create that card for sure. One of the great things with the scrapbook stuff is that these stamps here are much larger, because when you're scrapbooking, you need large sentiments, not little ones. And so they do have some little ones, but like your mother's are a blessing, that's large, and it's so that you can put it, and it can be that title that's pretty large. So of course I picked all of these as my love, love, love. I love this one, and I'll tell you what I love most about this stamp set here is this little tab and this little scallop here, these stamps. Those are like perfect. And yes, you could do some fussy cutting or cussing if that's what you would like to do. And then this is my all-time favorite. This is a definite, will be in the box or in the cart no matter what. This is on the first order because I absolutely love outdoors. And look at the sentiment in here. Adventure starts here. That's a large, very large sentiment. So I'm super excited about that. Plus it has a little camping cup, which I think is adorable. So paper is awesome. And then of course this paper comes with that sticker set. So, and then here I just wanted to kind of point out your flip flops are here. And then you've got your scrapbook books there, your albums. Okay. Now, both of these are on my list to get. I have become a huge flower person, huge, huge, huge. Over the years, I seem to be more geared toward flowers than ever before. I used to never buy flower ones, and now I seem to buy all flowers. You know, I step outside and do some of the cute cartoon ones too, which I love this one. This one's on the list as well. But this I love because this right here folds. And so you can, if you notice here, it's 2 parts. So it can literally like layer like this, or you could even just use this. I don't know quite how big it is. I mean, it looks kind of big. It could be, you know, like what you flip up on a card to put your sentiment underneath as well. So, but I love that it has that die right there as well. It gives it some extra little embellishment. And then of course this one is on my list too, because it is Silly Safari, and y'all know I love my little characters. All right, and then this. And this is more because I love the scrapbooking parts of it, but it's also going to be good for parties that you do, or you know, doing my retreats or classes or things like that. So these are very large party banner dies. They come in all different sizes and they all layer really well, as you can see up here. And then the letters are really large as well. Now this is a very large priced item. So this is definitely not on my list to begin with, but these can be bought together for this annual catalog, and you can get the 10% off, which actually makes it pretty awesome, because your price is $139, but you can get it for $125 with that 10% off. So that is on the list. And then the other thing, I actually have already bought this one. I'm a sentiment junkie. So of course I bought that one. And then this one is the last one I picked. I think this one is really cool. You've got this one too, but this one here interests me a whole lot. It is a stamp that actually pulls apart, but then goes right back together. So it's already cut in your multiple pieces so you can mix and match. And then you see this card here. I think that is a very unique and very different. And I'm pretty excited about that. There was actually one more that I thought I marked. Oh, here we go. Yep, see, I missed it. That is on the must-have as well. And it is this bundle. I guess they may, yeah, I mean, I guess it's just a bundle. It is called Extraordinary Flora. Here's the cool thing about it. And I'm looking forward to this because I can't wait to get my hands on it to figure out really how you can do it. But this is washi tape, and it's a large washi tape, but it can be cut out using the die here. The floral pattern on the washi tape lines up with it. Now, one thing I will say is in the book, the washi tape is down on white cardstock. So you could do that. If you still have vellum, that Stampin' Up! Doesn't carry anymore, but if you still have vellum, you could even put that washi tape on vellum and cut it out as well. Here they've got it on a window sheet, so you could do that too. I don't know how well that would work if you don't have the paper underneath it, but I'm super excited about that because that's something different. Stampin' Up's never done anything like that since I have been a demonstrator for 10 years. And so that's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, Verna, that one, that impressed me. And you know, I saw it when you were on stage and you and Angie were posting pictures, and they were talking about it. I guess they weren't talking about it, but they were showing pictures of it at on stage, and I was like, that's pretty cool too. I've never seen Stampin' Up! Do anything like that either. And then this one peels apart like this. So your different pieces come apart. So if you wanted to just do like here, just that wreath in the center, you have the ability to break that stamp apart and do it and then put it right back together. And no one would ever know the difference. Because we all cut, well, a lot of us cut our stamps as it is. And so now they're doing it for us on some of them, right? All right. So the other thing is if you need a catalog, please let me know. I will be happy to mail you one. I have some that are ready to be shipped. If you requested one from me already, they have all gone out. So if you haven't received them, then let me know and I will track them because they all went with a tracker. So I think that covers all the fancy stuff for starting out. And it looks like that took us 23 minutes to do. So I am going to do 2 cards tonight, and then I will do a video for the third one. So I'm going to pick which ones we're going to do tonight. I think we're going to do this one, and we're going to do this one first because I love this one, and I love the colors of it. Tonight, this one actually focuses on the new end colors. So let me actually show you some things with this. Let me see. Did I put my, I did. I put my dies up because I actually was at a crop for 4 days and I created these and cut everything out and had it ready to go from this weekend. Okay, so here are the dies and the stamp set. So this is the whole bundle. This is an online exclusive. And again, this is what I'm using for my club this month. It's got 2 clouds. These cuts out these. This die cuts out birds. And I don't know how well that would really work per se. They're really small, but you could take a piece of paper and put like a dark color behind, or, you know, put white behind if you wanted to do like seagulls or whatever. And then it could kind of show through to that cardstock on the back. You could do that. These are wave dies here. We won't use those tonight, but it does create really cute waves. And I will show you, let's see. I've got 2 cards that have it on it for club. Let's see. There's this one here, so it cuts out and kind of looks like that. Here's the other one. This one might be a little easier to see because it's a darker color. So, and then this cuts out the outline of the boat. And then these 2 here are a larger boat. Let's see. Here we go. It's this size. And then the little ones here do this size. So great pieces that go in this bundle for sure. I am in love with this one. And I'm in love with the Scenic Adventure one. We will be doing probably Scenic Adventure next week because I've got some other cards that I've created as well. So, all right. So I've done on this. I've already cut out all those pieces. So we really just have to do our blending. And I'm going to grab a piece of grid paper. And we will get started with that. All right. And they are little pieces. Those are little ones for sure. Okay. We're going to use, of course, some new colors. So we've got Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, which is actually a repeat of a color in the past, Secret Cove, and then we're going to do Balmy Blue because Cloud Cover is not available. If you're a demonstrator, you can actually purchase it, but it will not be sold to customers. So just an FYI on that. Secret Cove or Secret, So I think I've been calling it Secret Skies. And it's Secret Sea. Oh, goodness. Secret Sea, I think, is my favorite color. I used it a lot in creating all these cards. So let's start with our Balmy Blue first. And we are going to ink up down here. So first we're going to do off. And then we're just going to ink. And it's okay if it's dark in areas because it's, you know, water. So it's going to be dark and light in areas. All right. So I'm just going to take this one up a little bit more because then we'll go back and put the Secret Sea. I need to remember that C for the water. And we're going to cover, all right, let's see. All right, so the next, we're going to do the Secret Sea. And this is a really dark color, so just know that once you get it inked up, it is pretty dark. So we're going to lightly, because you can tell on my sample, I got a big blob, even after I wiped it off. So just know that. All right, so we're gonna do Secret Sea across here. Give it a little bit of definition. Doesn't take much to get that on for sure. Oh, hey, Angie. Okay, hula class. What? You've got to tell me all about that. You definitely have to tell me that. I did not know you took a class that was hula. Oh, that would be so much fun. So much fun. Okay, the next color we're gonna do is Strawberry Slush. And we're gonna use a little blending brush because I really just want a little bit there above the Secret C. And by the way, this one is a pretty like dark one as well. And we do want this one to get dark. So once we kind of get it on here, then we're really gonna get it inked up. All right. We want that dark little, Calypso Coral would work too if you did Calypso Coral, and then you could do Pumpkin Pie for the very, very top. Okay, so now we've got that. And then we're gonna do Timid Tiger. And then that's gonna blend really well with the Strawberry Slush. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is real quick, we're gonna take our balmy blue. Now words are just hard. And let me see if I can get some good ink off of it. There we go. And then we're just gonna kind of go back over and up. Just kind of all over there. Okay. All right, great. I like it. Oh, now we're gonna leave that balmy blue open. Oh, thank you, Angie. I love the sailboat one, and because of that, I was willing to do some extra blending on a lot. I will say I did a lot of blending. Okay, we're gonna take our water stamp now, and we're just gonna kind of stamp it so that it gives it a little bit more definition in our water. And then we're gonna also flip it and do it in the other direction as well, because water is never the same, right? And we'll do it that way. And then let's do it here. And we'll do a little bit on this side like that. And then a little bit over here, okay? And then you can take that balmy blue again and just kind of rub it right over it. It'll make it just a slightly lighter. You could also leave it bright and bold too. So, okay, so now we've got that. And now what we're gonna do is attach it to a piece of Secret C DSP or cardstock. Making sure I cut it right. I have actually had a habit lately of cutting the wrong mat for a piece of cardstock. I wasted a lot of paper this weekend. I did it like 15 times, I think. Good thing it was white, because I can use that for scraps. All right, so then we're gonna put that down there. Oh, and I forgot to stamp the birds. So let's stamp that. Let's see, did I not bring the bird out? I thought I did. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Right next to the basket. All right, so we're gonna do one here. One right about there. And then we'll do another one up right about there. Okay. You could even do, I did Secret C just because that was what was already out, but you could also do black if you wanted to. You know, either one would be fine. I think this looks a lot like, you know, a black color anyway, that black memento. Okay, so now we're gonna put all these pieces together. And how I would suggest to do it is to grab some glue dots. You are going to put it on this triangle, well, oblong triangle, I guess. Is that what it is? I don't know. Don't, yeah. I call this kind of the wavy part of your sail. So this is going to be on more of your straight. So you're going to just put a glue dot at the bottom, put a glue dot at the top, and then you're going to attach it to this piece right here. Now, you can do it two ways. This one here, I put them over so you can't see the mast. I learned a whole bunch of new words for sailboats too, by the way. So you can't see it here, but you can do it where you can see it if that's what you prefer. And I think on these, I'm just going to do it with it, just so you can kind of see the difference. And you just got to make sure that you put it down a little further too, so that the top of it shows. So then there we go. There's the first one. And then we'll do the second. And I'm gonna say that these in colors, I like last year's in colors too. I like them a lot, but I have noticed that I don't necessarily use them quite like I thought I would. These I am in love with. And I have already used them a whole bunch. I think every chance I get, I'm definitely using the Secret Sea color for sure. I have used it on a lot of things. Cloud Cover is one that unfortunately the ink pad will not ever be available. With the types of pads we have, it doesn't work. The color will change after a period of time, and it's not even on all of them. It's just a hit or miss. So you will actually, you can still buy all the other pieces to it though. And if you put it on a different type of pad, it will actually work and the color will stay. So, just as an FYI on that, you can still get like the refill and all that stuff. I did today buy one of the ink pads, because I'm going to take the chance on it. I had to buy a couple of things for paper share, so I went ahead and placed that order and added one in just to make sure I wouldn't not get one. So I'm going to take a chance on it. But unfortunately, it's like the one we had, Purple Posy, many years ago. So, all right, this is our last one. And there we go. All right, so now we're going to stick these onto our little made up sunset or sunrise, whichever one you want it to be. It can be either. And we're going to use many glue dots on the back. Because, well, that's all that will fit. So we're going to put 2, and then we're going to put 1 on this side. And I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of them off of here. And let's do that one and that one. And then for the bottom part, we're going to cut some adhesive. And let's grab 2 more, because we need just a little bit of stability on the bottom, just enough to keep it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to cut, and actually, yeah, we're going to do this side. So we're going to cut a very thin piece of the edge, and then we're going to cut 1, 2, and 3, and then let's do another one, and we've got a total of 5, so we just need 2 more. And let's do 1 and then 2. All right, so that will all work, and then we'll take off the backs and put it down like that. And this is probably the tedious part of it all. It honestly did not take long to cut them out. It really was pretty quick because the dies are really good on this one. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and put this one down. We're going to put this one over here. Make sure that's all straight when we put it down. Okay. And then let's do our Timid Tiger one. So we're going to put this one up a little higher. This one's going to go right about here. No, oh, I am not even in there, am I? All right, and then this one's going to go across the other, across a little bit more. All right, and so this one's going to be a little closer right there. That'll work. All right, now we will do our strawberry slush. And we're going to stick this one way down here at the bottom. And then do our Charming Duckling. I'm still learning. I think I'm getting pretty good, but I'm learning. Okay, let's see. Would be a great permanent addition. Yes, Deb, it sure would. You know what? I'm going to say this. Y'all know that Night of Navy is my favorite color. I believe that Secret Sea could totally surpass Night of Navy. I loved working with it over the last weekend. So much so that literally I think everything I was making had Secret Sea in it somehow, some way, because it is just a fabulous blue color. So, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our card base, which is Strawberry Slush. And I didn't even put a sentiment on this one. I didn't feel like it needed it. I was going to emboss one and then decided, nope, it didn't need it. You can put one on the inside, but I didn't even do that. Just because, you know, if it's somebody's birthday and I think the card will work, then I can add it then. Which I don't do that very often, but I think this card deserved that. For sure. All right, one more, and then we will put our last little piece on the inside as well. All right, oop. We have pieces going all astray there. All right, then this will go onto the inside. And ta-da, we are done. And then even when you look at it, you can see the difference in the colors. So even like this looks a little bit more like a pink, whereas this is kind of like a pinkish dark red almost. So, Darling Duckling. I don't even know what the color is. What is the color? Did I completely butchered that, didn't I? Oh, I said Charming, didn't I? Oh, you know what? You know why I said Charming? That was the name of the duck set from last year. Darling Duckling. Okay, here's another thing about Stampin' Up. When you look at your inks, your letters always match. So Darling with a D, Duckling with a D. Why I said Charming, have no idea. You know, you got your Secret Sea, your Balmy Blue, your Timid Tiger, and Strawberry Slush. Like, literally, they will, The only one that is a little different is Granny Apple Green. I think is the only one that Stampin' Up! Has that doesn't have all three, or, you know, whatever, as the same first. So, all right, so that is the card number 1. And then I think we're gonna do this one here. This one is gonna be a little bit of coloring. And then I'll show you the third one, and then we'll do the third, I'll do the third one on a video and just get it posted this week. Okay. This is the Right Words. This is one of the stamp sets I showed you in the catalog that I'm a sentiment junkie. And these are fantastic. So I highly recommend that stamp set. Okay. We are going to use some Misty Moonlight for this one. I'm going to see if I can get my space here. I close myself in every time. All right, and then this is Designer Series paper. This is the Country Woods. I believe that's what it's called. You know, I'm second guessing myself. There's when new things come out, I really start second guessing myself. Country Woods, I was right. Because all the new names get me all thrown off. So we're going to attach this just straight down to that card front. And you could even use this back side. I think that would work as well. It's very nautical themed. We're going to line up those edges. Just like that. Ta-da! And I'm going to give it another little crease there. Okay, this will be to stamp our boat, and then we'll cut it out. And I'm gonna move this so I can spread out just a little bit with coloring. We're gonna pull this back in. We are gonna stamp our sailboat, and we're gonna stamp that in black memento. And this is kind of a large stamp, and so I'm going to grab my piercing mat and stamp it so it'll get a good image. Okay, then I'm going to show you how we're going to color it to give it, so it's not quite all white. And so I'm going to show you how I did that. So I took light gray granite, and I took the bullet point end, and I literally went around the edge. You could do Pool Party, the light Pool Party. You could also do light smoky slate if you wanted. But I like the gray granite because it's a little bit lighter than both of those. And we're just going to go right around the edge of both of the sails. Then we're going to take our color lifter, and we're going to take that bullet point, and we're going to pull that color down. So what it's also going to do is it's going to kind of make that lighter as well. And then it's going to pull it down to the rest of it. And so it's going to make it white, but then it's also going to give it like a tint and a hint of a little bit of gray. Because once your sails are in the sun for a long time, they're not like this stark white. They look it, but they're not quite that way. So anyway, I thought this just added a little bit of character to it, and I liked it. So that's what I went with. Okay, then we're going to take, let's see, pecan pie. And we're going to take the dark to start with. and we're gonna do this little part here. And then I learned this is a hull, H-U-L-L. I learned the sails, the mast, and the hull, and that's about it. And I hope that's kind of how you pronounce it. So, all right, and then we're gonna take the light and we're gonna fill in the rest. All right. Then I'm gonna grab our cutting machine and we will cut that out. All right, pull down this. And then we're gonna line that up. And put that down. Yep, there we go. Run that through. All right. And then we've got our sailboat. Okay, now what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna save that because that's got some good white on it. We're gonna bring back in our piece here. Oh, you know what? Don't attach that at first. Don't attach it. I did not do the linen thread, so we're gonna do it a little differently, I guess. We're gonna take that linen thread. I knew I was gonna do that. I always forget for whatever reason. We're just gonna take the linen thread. You know what? Nah. All right, we're gonna take the linen thread and we're gonna wrap it around our circle, which this is the largest stylish shape, but then it's also embossed using the Birchwood 3D, which it kind of looks like clouds if you do just those little extra pieces, or if you do like certain areas of it. So that is why I did that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap it around 3 times. Okay, we're gonna cut that right there. Then we're gonna take and pop that up. And we're gonna put it there and there and there, and then right there in that center. Yep. All right. I'm sure some of you are actually probably screaming that I put that on at first. Okay, so then we're gonna stick this right here. And I think it'll look just fine. This is gonna get popped up. And on here, I did do this flat because this is popped up, but since I needed to put that ribbon on, I think popping it up will be just fine. So what we're gonna do is pop up this now. We're just gonna do a little extra popping up. It'll be just fine. All right, then I'm gonna take and cut these in half. And we're gonna stick one there and one there. All right, so then we're gonna take those backs off and we're gonna cut it in half again, and we're gonna put right on top like that, and then right on top. Okay, and then we'll take these off. We're gonna need one more on this one right here. And then we're gonna take and pop it up like that. Okay, then we're gonna take some linen thread And since I messed it up, we're going to take and do a double bow. Because I think that'll just make it look better. Give it some extra, you know. Oh, good. I'm glad, Nancy. Yes. All right. And then we'll grab another glue dot. And I left one on here. So we'll take that. And then we're going to just attach it right here. Like that. Okay. Then let's stamp our sentiment. Happy birthday. Let's see if I can get this straight. Oh, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. We'll flip this over. We will put 3 dimensionals on the back. And then we're going to stick happy birthday right here. And ta-da, there we go. Card number 2 is done. Okay, I definitely like that one better. So we'll leave that there. All right, and then you can, even on this piece, if you wanted to kind of make it look a little bit more cloudy, night, whatever, on the sample, I did put, I took just a little dauber and put a little bit of Secret C on it as well. So, but all right, there we go, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Happy shopping the new catalog. And I hope you like the same products that I do so that I can show you how to create with those as we go along over the next year. All right, everyone, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.